Mike, through 4 games now, you're only allowing 20 points in the first half. Through the 4, it seemed the defensive effort just great again tonight, right out of the chute. I think they only made 2 of their first 29 shots.
Well, again, I got to give the players all the credit. They are paying attention to details, especially when we're game prepping for our opponents, and they're going out executing. So it's kind of nice to see from a coaching standpoint.
Zach?
I guess in particular on defense, how important is it that you've got bigs that you can trust to either switch on to smaller guys or at very least, kind of handle sort of the screen actions so that they're not dropping and leaving space for somebody to get into the lane or shoot over a screen, that kind of thing?
Well, again, our defense, we don't switch a whole lot with our bigs. We let 4 and 5 switch, but 4s and 5s have a responsibility from a defensive standpoint, and then our guards that are on the ball has a responsibility, and those responsibilities have been executed pretty well, I think. From a pick and roll standpoint, our pick and roll defense has been pretty good because our bigs are active and are able to be up, and we're demanding our guards get into the ball and take onus on guarding the ball. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Mike?
Coach, why do you think your offense was so feast or famine today? You had the 22 assists, but also 27 turnovers. And I think at one point you said that there's a goal of 12 turnovers a game. What happens if you go over that?
Well, it's a lot of running, that's got to take place tomorrow. But at the end of the day, this is something we haven't been accustomed to doing, and I'm a little disappointed about that. Our point guards had 8 between them. And then Geronimo, is doing things that he shouldn't be doing with the ball. So, those are things that we can clean up. But overall, I thought it was a total team effort. Everybody that was thrown in the game tonight was ready to play, and that's important when you're trying to build winning ways.
Kevin?
What are your thoughts about how Christian handled his opportunity tonight?
It was perfect. Again, I've always said next man up. He hasn't played a lot. But he was ready to play, and I thought he gave us some positive minutes. Did a lot of good things on the floor, on both ends of the floor. But we just got to get him running our ball club a little bit better and taking pride in not turning the ball over.
Mike?
Did you see that big game from Parker coming, and how important is that for you to have that on your team?
Well, again, I saw that game. I saw Parker in one of our exhibition games shoot it like that, and I know he's capable. I've seen him in practice do it as well. And, he was ready to shoot tonight, which wasn't no hesitation. He caught it and he let it go. And, as we move down the road, man, he's going to have to do that for us, along with Miller and guys who do get wide open looks. They got to feel good about it and knock them down.
Mike, what do you have to do to get Michael Durr to get going? I know he's had the operation, and it looks like he's not in that great a shape. But what do you got to do?
Well, again, I thought he played well tonight. I really did. He missed some chippies around the bucket, but Mike is a big body, and for us, we need Mike to rebound, plug the hole up, and then when he gets it down there, make plays. That's what he's been capable of doing in the past. And we got to get him in better shape. But I think for the most part, he played about 15, 16 minutes tonight. I thought he played some positive minutes. I really did. Just got to rebound better for us.
Hey, Coach, hope you're doing well. Along with the movement on the defensive side of things, I saw Christian Lander and Tamar Bates were doing some great off-ball movement on the offensive side as well. Has that been a point of emphasis in practice, or is that something they've just improved upon this season?
No, I think, but they're capable of doing that. They've done some things like that in practice, and that group, that second unit was really good tonight in terms of the pace and how we wanted to play. But again, it's good to play with great pace, but you can't turn the ball over. You got to get shots. That's the beauty about running your offense. You run the offense to get good shots, not give it back to them where now you got to go play defense.
Coach, it seems like on any given night, someone can kind of shoulder the burden of the scoring. How important is that depth for you guys to make a deep run like you guys want to?
Again, guys, we just taking it one game at a time. We got a long way to go. I like the progress of our ball club because I think guys are committed individually and they're about team. And that's important when you're trying to build winning ways.
Okay, last two questions, Tyler.
Coach, I'm wondering what your process is for watching film. Like after a game like this, when do you like to stop, explain things? How do you try to drill it in that taking something you're watching and being able to apply that when you guys do get on the floor?
Well, that's all a part of coaching and playing basketball. Films are a wonderful tool to learn. Sometimes players can't see it on the court when they're out there playing and dribbling and running up and down. But film gives you a tool that when things are not right, you can always show it. And the beauty about the film is it don't lie. It points right to what you're trying to get across to the player, good or bad. So we'll break this tape down, and if I got to go turnover by turnover, they're going to see it and know about it.
Last question.
Coach, what kind of adjustments were you kind of focused on at halftime toward the end of the first half and getting into the second?
Well, again, you got a big lead like that. You hold a team to, 14 points?
14 points.
I just tell guys at halftime, man, listen, we've been in this position a few times where, we didn't come out and play like we got the lead. And so I'm always hammering that into them at halftime. You just got to do the things that got you the lead, and the defensive end was the reason you were in the position you were in. So you got to stay solid in that area. And I thought we were pretty good the second half for the most part.
Okay, Coach, thank you much.
Thank you.